There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Hello, and welcome back to IGOW3. Field reporter Danny here in a location that's probably familiar to many of you, inside Nick Burns' house. I'm here to introduce weekly challenge number 21, the Nick Burns Indoor Flying. This week's challenge requires that you be able to fly around inside with precision like you've seen Nick Burns do so many times around these halls. The only obstacle you need to set up this week is an IGOW approved cube gate, which pretty much everyone should have at this point. So let's go back to Dan and Liz in IGOW Studios so they can break down this week's challenge.
Thanks, field reporter Danny. This week's challenge continues the theme of taking tricks that you've previously done on larger outdoor obstacles and requiring that they be done with much more precision. Flying around an acro inside is a challenge in itself, but this week's featured sponsor, Nick Burns, makes it look easy. You can always see him ripping the newest whoop all around his house in his review videos. His channel focuses on whoops and micro quadcopters under 250 grams, and he releases 3 to 4 new videos most every week. So you can probably find a Nick Burns review for most any whoop or micro FPV related product that you are considering buying.
Long before I created IGOW, I would always watch Nick Burns' video before buying any FPV related product. I first got into FPV content on YouTube by seeing some Rotor Riot videos, and then I watched UAV Futures for a while until I began to focus on whoops. I remember the first video I watched from Nick Burns was about upgrading your Eachine 010. That was over 4 years ago now, and I still watch Nick Burns reviews all the time. Just the other day I watched a Cineboop review for something that I'm going to ask for Christmas. He always gets you all the necessary info in an organized and consistent fashion early in his review videos, and then he expands and gives his opinions later. I particularly like his reviews because you can tell he has always actually used the product a lot over the course of at least several days or weeks and really tested it thoroughly. Also, you can always count on Nick to give his honest, unbiased opinion. When so many other channels just push out positive reviews to feed their affiliate links, it is very encouraging and refreshing to see quality content like Nick's succeed in the YouTube platform.
Nick started getting involved in IGOW in Season 1 as a standard participant. He hadn't tried a lot of FPV freestyle before joining, so he didn't have high expectations despite being an excellent pilot. He made it to week number 12, and he really enjoyed playing and trying new things each week. In Season 2, he became a judge and has been the most reliable judge, ranking videos most every week for the last year and a half. And now, in Season 3, he has become a sponsor, providing a bunch of great prizes, including a bind and fly whoop for one lucky pilot this week. Huge thanks to you, Nick, for all that you have done for IGOW for the last 3 seasons.
Without Nick's support, IGOW may just have been a one-off game that I played with a group of my FPV friends on Facebook. I contacted Nick when no one had ever heard of IGOW, and we only had about 30 players signed up and 1 sponsor. Luckily, Nick is an awesome person and didn't care about any of that. He took his time to actually watch my video and learn what IGOW was about, and he wanted to support the idea. He made a video on his channel talking about the game and encouraging everyone who flies whoops to join just like he was himself. This got IGOW way more exposure than I could have ever generated myself. More than half the players in Season 1 heard about IGOW via Nick, and in Season 2 and Season 3 we saw a huge bump in signups the day Nick dropped his video about the season. Leave a comment below about how you first heard about IGOW, and I bet most of you will say it was from one of Nick's videos. Needless to say, we are forever grateful for Nick and all of his generosity and support.
Thanks, Nick! Okay, now let's jump into the requirements for weekly challenge number 21, Nick Burns Indoor Flying. Requirement number 0 is that your video can be no more than 90 seconds max, and you must follow all of the IGOW3 posting rules.
Requirement number 1 is you must complete a back powerflip through your legs inside with 10-foot max ceiling height. No bumps, or ground taps are allowed, and you must show yourself flying away cleanly.
Requirement number 2 is that you must set up an IGOW approved cube gate on the ground and inside with max 10-foot ceilings. You must complete a Half-Matty on the cube gate that goes over the front gate, down into the top of the cube, and out of the back face of the cube. There are no bumps or ground taps allowed, and you must show yourself flying away successfully afterwards.
Requirement number 3 is you must complete a Rubik's Cube or a Cubik's Rube inside with 10-foot max ceiling height. No bumps or ground taps are allowed, and you must show yourself flying away cleanly. Further clarification is that each of the 3 requirements can be in a separate clip.
This week, We Bleed FPV is providing a $10 bonus challenge. The winner will be whoever can complete the most cycles of all 3 tricks in a row with no bumps or ground taps in one continuous clip. These tricks can be done in any order, but that order must be continued each cycle.
These tricks will be very difficult to pull off inside, but you only have to do one in each clip, so just keep going for it until you nail it that one time. Good luck and happy whooping!